Hey everyone, it's me, Fiona Jane, aka Dr. Hikaru, back with another vlog on my life with endometriosis. I hope everyone's doing well. It's the holiday season, and I'm not typically one for this holiday season, but I'm hoping that everyone is having a really pleasant one and will get to spend time with their loved ones and those that are important to them. And I hope you guys all got what you wanted for Christmas. What I would like for Christmas Santa is a cure for endometriosis. Me and 1 out of 10 women would love that. But, so doctors, please listen to that call because maybe you can make it happen. But aside from that, I've been doing okay. I wanted to say again, thanks everybody for watching me, and I even got Christmas cards from some of my endo sisters around, so that really made me feel special. I am so glad that we can use the internet to connect, and I wanted to say a very, very, very special thank you and shout out to Haley. She's an endo sister who found my videos and told me they were really helping her, and I wanted to say back to you, Haley, that your messages really helped me too. And some days when I'm just not feeling it, I think of how you've told me that I made a difference, and you become my inspiration to keep going. So I just got a haircut. I was out earlier today and I had hat hair, so I'm just letting it do whatever it wants, so pardon that. But I've been doing okay. Nothing really too major going on with me. I know I did my last vlog a couple weeks ago. I've been a little busy and trying to figure out what I wanted to say in my next one. So this is number 9, and it's going to be what my doctor last said, because I had my second sniffles. My second post-operation doctor consultation checkup, and we made some changes to my medication this time around. So I had mentioned before that about the week before my period, I get super emotional, super feeling like I'm schizophrenic, really depressed, and a lot of anxiety and irritability. And my doctor had told me the last time I saw her to start journaling to see how I feel. So I've done that, and she noticed this pattern. At least for the last 6 months, I was able to go back and kind of look at when I was feeling the most frustrated at work, or just irritable and antisocial. And she found my findings to be very insightful, and the journaling definitely showed it was this key pattern of really right before my period. Like the week before, I would just get this onset, and the week after, it would just be like my body reset, and suddenly I was a happier person. So after looking at this, she just diagnosed me with what we call PMDD. And I'm going to have my, I'll be reading this off a link online from PubMed Health. I'll put a link to it down in the description so you guys can read it too. But she diagnosed me with Premenstrual Dysphoria Disorder. And these symptoms, I guess in a nutshell, you can call it a severe PMS. And we all know that severe PMS in general is this catch-all phrase of things that a woman feels before her period, bloatedness. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little more about PMDD. So I'm just going to kind of read this straight because I really kind of agree with this. The symptoms of PMDD are similar to those of PMS. However, they are generally more severe and debilitating and include at least one mood-related symptom. Symptoms occur during the week just before menstrual bleeding and usually improve within a few days after the period starts. 5 or more of the following symptoms must be present to diagnose PMDD, including one mood-related symptom: disinterest in daily activities and relationships, fatigue or low energy, feeling of sadness or hopelessness, possible suicidal thoughts, feelings of tension or anxiety, feeling out of control, food cravings or binge eating, mood swings marked by periods of teariness, panic attack, persistent irritability or anger that affects other people, physical symptoms such as bloating, breast tenderness, headaches, and joint or muscle pain, problems sleeping, and trouble concentrating. Now, in my case, I would say yes to every single one of those symptoms. Well, no, even the food craving. I'm not so much the binge eating, but definitely some weird food cravings. And, you know, when she told me I had PMDD on top of endometriosis, I suddenly felt surprisingly a little more in control of my life, because I had a name for this hormonal imbalance, this anxiety, this dread of emotions that would happen before my period, and it drove me nuts knowing that I was going to get this way. And it is slightly separate from endometriosis. Endometriosis is typically the physical pain, but we also know, or we can surmise, that endometriosis also, there's some imbalance going on in your body as well. I mean, why else would cells from one part of my body just decide to go ahead and manifest in another part of my body? So I just wanted to say that knowing I had PMDD, just calling it an extreme case PMS, it does not even touch the surface of how I feel. I'm sure you guys have, you know, I've said it over and over again. I really felt like this was a schizophrenic woman. PMDD actually affects 3 to 8% of women who have menstrual cycles. So that is a high percentage. I have been also pointed out by a friend to a blog that has a lot more information on PMDD. I'm going to put that also in my description. I haven't had too much time to really peruse it, because I just found out about PMDD, that I had it at least, and this name to this horrible thing that's affecting me. And I wanted to say I appreciate the support I've been getting on Facebook from my own friends. By posting what I was diagnosed with, I was able to help a fellow woman also see that she suffered from it too. She could not put a name to this horrible feeling and these periods attacking her. And when she read what PMDD was, she found solstice in it, as I did. So one of the things my doctor did, because we found that orthocycline birth control was helping my endometriosis. It's the reason why my surgery didn't result in such horrible adhesions. My body was fighting it pretty well. So I'll take that as a yay. But I've still been having pain. It's not, sorry, my dog Saya just came at me with a ball, and she's probably going to come back here any second. That's the ball. Throwing the ball. She's going to go do something. Sorry, that's the table shaking. But back to what I was saying. The birth control was helping, but I was still having pain. And my irritability, my first cycle after the surgery was horrible. And I really was not feeling it. The emotional onset was really bad as well. And she decided that we were going to try a different birth control. We're going to try continuous birth control. So I went from having this little packet all the time of orthocycline, and as I looked to see when my cycle, I was hitting that PMDD part. This second half of the month represents when I would feel my moodiness. But we switched me. I stopped taking this, and I got put on this continuous birth control, which means I'm not going to have a period for, I think it's 80 days. So 3 months I'm going to go without having a period. And I have this lovely packet here of month 1, month 2, month 3. And I guess this is when I'm supposed to have my period. And today is Sunday, and I need to go take it. So pardon me, because I meant to take this a little earlier. I'm supposed to try to take it the same time every day. And for this, it's really key, because we want to prevent any breakthrough spotting that can happen because my body's going to skip a period. We're hoping that the hormones in this are going to be a little better for me. By skipping my periods, that maybe I can avoid some of the PMDD symptoms, or that this will help me out because it's a different combination than what I was on with orthocycline. So I'm hoping, here's to hoping, I would like not to feel like a crazy girl for for about 10 days of the month. That would be really, 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 really nice. So we're gonna try this. She told me the first 3 months probably aren't I'm not going to see as many results. Hopefully I won't be as anxious or as moody. She said I could be a little grumpy, but any onset of suicidal thoughts or severe anxiety or severe depression, I need to call her and let her know so we can see what else will work for me. So I'm hoping this is going to do the trick. I know other women have tried the shot, Depo-Provera, and I'm hoping that maybe just something small like these little dosages, this daily pill, will make a difference for me and I don't have to shock my body. It's hard to tell. I'm about a little over a month from my surgery, a month to 6 weeks since November 8th, and I will definitely say that my pain is not as frequent. It used to be 24/7 all the time. I still have pain, so that's kind of good side. I can't quite tell at this point in time if my body's fully healed from the surgery, so it might take another 1-2 months after this to see. But that was kind of my topic today, was PMDD. If you have PMDD or you think you have PMDD, I suggest talking to your doctor. A lot of women, the key factor with PMDD is it's more of an emotional feeling, not so much a physical pain, but it can come with it as well. I'm no doctor. I am no specialist on this. I can only tell you based on my research what my doctors told me and what I myself am going through. And I'm hoping it will get better for me. I had to have a conversation. I was talking to my career manager at work, and seeing that I've been diagnosed with this and I've been medicated, and hopefully it won't affect my work performance. I had said before that there was frustration with endometriosis affecting my work performance, and I will tell you that knowing you have these extreme mood swings that make you feel incapable of your life, that make you want to be unsociable, it's hard for people to understand when they've known you for a while and they just don't see it, they don't get it. Like I can tell you, my mother doesn't even completely understand what I'm going through. She thinks it's, I don't know, she's always been suspicious of birth control, and I don't blame her. So I really don't get much sympathy or empathy there, and it's really hard as a woman to know that you don't quite have that type of support. And it's not because she, like some of my other friends, don't care, it's they just don't understand. It's foreign, and it really is foreign. I have coworkers asking me how I'm doing, and I'm just like, the surgery didn't fix everything, and there's no cure for what I have. We can just hope to do pain management control and just kind of hope for the best. And they ask about support groups, and it's it's common. 1 in 10 women have endometriosis. That's not a small percentage of the U.S. population. That's 10%. That's a decent statistic. I'm not going to say majority, but compared to other diseases and invisible illnesses and other things out there, that's kind of high. It's not like a 1.3% or some small statistic. And I have found that women I know, because of my videos, started asking me about it, and it turns out they had it too, and a lot of women have a hard time talking about it, and you wonder why, because you try explaining to somebody you've known for 5-10 years that you're suddenly schizophrenic and you're not having a nervous breakdown, and that there is something wrong with you and that you're having these pains, and try not to hear, oh, it's stress, or your body's changing because you hit that 30, Fiona. It's more than that, and it's hard. I wish I could reach out to the people who don't get it, and I can't blame them. It's so foreign, and it's fairly new. PMDD is not something that's been known for a long time. It's always classified under the generic PMS. And women who have endo, who don't have doctors that diagnose them, who don't have people who listen, we get called hypochondriacs. We get called people who just want attention because you PMS, So I have PMDD, and I've decided I'm not going to let it control my life as much as I can avoid it. And it's hard. Like, I can tell you that this week would have been my normal week of just the onset of irritability coming, because I already told you it was my second half of my cycle. So I can feel it. I am definitely a little edgier. I've started my new medication, but I know it's going to take some time to see any effect on that. So I'm hoping I will see less and less of this. I really don't enjoy the anxiety, especially around the holiday season, which I'm not the biggest fan of either. But it's been a little over 15 minutes. I've been rambling. I wanted to say thanks again for your support, everybody. It means the world to me. I'm glad I am helping other people out there, or especially if you feel you're alone. Reach out to me on my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my Facebook page. I'd love to hear how you guys are doing. If you are also suffering from PMDD and you feel that you are quite alone, or you're having those extreme thoughts and you feel like you're spiraling, know that you really aren't alone, and we can get help. It's not only in your head, and don't let people tell you that. Try to find, and I find it hard because it is hard to find people who are going to believe in you, but there will be people who believe in you, and it's not in your head, and it's going to be okay. I know that's not the easiest thing to say, but as somebody who struggled with it and has felt the effects on relationships and just my own aura, my own energy level, it's hard. But I'm going to continue to push on and fight and hope for the best. Santa baby, I'd like you to find a cure for endometriosis, please. And also do something about this PMDD. So hurry down the chimney tonight. I don't know, I just made that up. But I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. If I don't do a video, before New Year's, I hope you guys all have a fantastic 2012. And we survived the end of the world. Yay! And I am a pony brony. This was made by my really good friend Samantha last year for Christmas, and this year she kind of sent me a pony shirt, and kind of sums up how I feel sometimes. So, alright, thanks for listening, guys. Have a very, very good day and enjoy the holiday season. Bye!